Breaking news for every Social Security SSDI and SSI recipient in America. If you are expecting a payment in April, or if you depend on those benefits to pay your bills, buy your groceries, or keep a roof over your head, then you need to stop whatever you are doing right now. Because what is coming in April is different from what most people are expecting. And if you are not informed, you could find yourself completely caught off guard. We are talking about checks arriving on different dates than normal. We are talking about extra money hitting accounts. We are talking about policy updates, payment schedule changes, and good news that the Social Security Administration has confirmed, but that most people do not know about yet. This is not a scare. This is not a rumor. This is real, and it is happening in April. Seniors, disabled Americans, low-income recipients, this update is specifically for you. We are going to walk through everything together, step by step, so that by the time this video is over, you will know exactly what is coming, exactly when it is coming, and exactly what you need to do to make sure you do not miss a single dollar. So stay right here. Do not scroll away. This one matters. Welcome back, everyone. If you are new here, welcome. This channel exists for one reason and one reason only: to make sure that Social Security recipients, SSDI beneficiaries, SSI recipients, and every retiree, disabled American, and low-income senior in this country gets the information they need to protect their income and their future. We do not do politics here. We do not do drama. We do not do clickbait that wastes your time. What we do is take the complicated language coming out of Washington, out of the Social Security Administration, and we translate it into plain English that you can actually use. Because let's be honest with each other for a second. The government does not always make this easy to understand. The notices are confusing. The websites are hard to navigate. And if you do not have someone breaking this down for you clearly and honestly, it is very easy to feel lost. That is why this channel is here. And if you have not subscribed yet, I want to ask you to do that right now. Just hit that subscribe button below this video, because every single week, sometimes more than once a week, we are bringing you updates just like this one. Updates that protect your benefits, updates that tell you when your money is coming, updates that explain your rights. You deserve to know what is happening with your own money, and we are going to make sure you do. Now, let's talk about April, because there is genuinely good news here, and you deserve to hear it. Let's start with the headline. For millions of Americans receiving Social Security retirement benefits, SSDI and SSI, April is bringing some real confirmed good news. We are talking about a confirmed payment schedule with multiple payment dates throughout the month, a cost of living adjustment, the COLA increase, that took effect at the start of this year and is now being fully reflected in April payments. For SSI recipients specifically, there are important date adjustments that affect when your payment lands. And for some recipients, depending on your situation, April could mean more money than you received in the months before. So let's go through each of these one by one. Let's break it down. Let's talk about the cost of living adjustment first, because this is money that is already in your payments, and it's important that you understand exactly how much more you are receiving. At the end of last year, the Social Security Administration announced a 2.5% COLA increase for 2025. Now, some people heard that number and thought, 2.5%? That doesn't sound like much. But let's put it in real dollars, because that changes things. If you were receiving $1,500 per month before the COLA increase, a 2.5% increase means you are now receiving approximately $1,137.50 per month. That is an extra $37.50 every single month. Over the course of a full year, that adds up to $450 in additional income. If you were receiving $2,000 per month, your increase is $50 per month, or $600 over the year. And for those receiving the maximum Social Security retirement benefit, we are talking about even larger dollar amounts. Now, for most retirement beneficiaries and SSDI recipients, this increase has already been reflected in your payments since January. But here is why April matters specifically. For some recipients, especially those who had any changes to their benefit amount, any adjustments for Medicare premiums, or any modifications to their record at the start of the year, April is the month where everything stabilizes, where the numbers lock in. If you have not yet seen the full COLA increase reflected in your payment amount, April is the month to pay close attention to your bank account or your Direct Express card. And if you believe your payment is still not reflecting the correct increase, we will talk about what to do about that a little later in this video. Now let's talk about the payment schedule for April, because this is where a lot of people get confused, and confusion about payment dates can cause real stress. Here is how Social Security retirement and SSDI payments are scheduled in April. The Social Security Administration pays benefits based on your date of birth, not the date you applied, not your Social Security number, your birthday. Here is how the schedule breaks down. If your birthday falls on the 1st through the 10th of any month, your April payment is scheduled for Wednesday, April 9th, 2025. If your birthday falls on the 11th through the 20th of any month, your April payment is scheduled for Wednesday, April 16th, 2025. If your birthday falls on the 21st through the 31st of any month, your April payment is scheduled for Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. Now, there is a special group that we need to address separately. If you began receiving Social Security benefits before May of 1997, your payment does not follow the birthday schedule. Your payment arrives on the 3rd of every month, regardless of when your birthday falls. For April, that means your payment is scheduled for Thursday, April 3rd, 2025. And the same is true if you receive both Social Security retirement benefits and SSI at the same time. Your Social Security payment will arrive on April 3rd. Write these dates down, put them in your phone, tell a family member, because knowing your payment date is the first step to protecting your budget. Now for our SSI recipients, supplemental security income, I need to give you separate specific information because your payment schedule works differently. SSI payments are typically made on the 1st of each month. But, and this is very important, when the 1st of the month falls on a weekend or a federal holiday, the SSI payment is moved to the last business day of the previous month. Now here is the April situation. April 1st, 2025 falls on a Tuesday. That means April 1st is a regular business day. So for most SSI recipients, your April payment is scheduled to arrive on Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. That is the good news. April 1st is a normal business day, and there are no holidays pushing your payment to a different date. Your payment should arrive on time, on the 1st, just as expected. Now, the maximum SSI payment for 2025 after the COLA increase is $967 per month for an individual, $1,450 per month for a couple where both people receive SSI. If you are receiving less than these amounts and you believe you should be receiving the full amount, contact the Social Security Administration to review your case. There may be income or resource factors affecting your payment, but it is always worth a conversation. Now, let me talk about something that has been generating a lot of questions in our community. Some recipients have been asking, is there extra money coming in April? Am I going to receive 2 payments? This is a great question, and the answer depends on your specific situation. Let me explain. There are circumstances under which some recipients do receive what feels like extra money or an additional payment in a given month. Let me walk through the most common scenarios. Scenario 1, the SSI double payment situation. This one comes up several times a year. As we just explained, when the 1st of a month falls on a weekend or federal holiday, SSI payments are sent early, on the last business day of the previous month. When this happens, it can look like you received 2 payments in one month, because you received your current month's SSI at the end of the previous month, and then your next month's SSI at the start of the next month. For example, if March's SSI was paid on March 1st normally, and then April's SSI was also paid on April 1st normally, that means you received 1 payment in March and 1 payment in April. Nothing unusual there. But in months where the payment date shifts, the pattern can look different. For April 2025, there is no early payment situation for SSI because April 1st is a Tuesday, so your April SSI payment should arrive normally on April 1st. Scenario 2, back pay or retroactive payments. Some recipients, especially those who recently had a benefit approval, a benefit review, or a successful appeal, may be receiving back pay in April. Back pay means the Social Security Administration owes you money from a period in the past when you should have been receiving benefits but were not, either because of a processing delay or because your case was under review. If you are expecting back pay, April could absolutely bring an extra payment or a larger than normal payment into your account. If you are not sure whether you are owed back pay, contact the SSA or log into your My Social Security online account at ssa.gov. Scenario 3, benefit increases from life changes. If you recently turned a certain age, if a spouse passed away and you are now eligible for survivor benefits, if your work history was updated, or if your disability determination changed, you may see an increase in your April payment that reflects those changes. Any of these situations could result in what feels like more money arriving in April. And that is genuinely good news for the people it applies to. Now, I want to take a moment to address something that affects a very large number of Social Security recipients, and that directly impacts how much money actually lands in your account each month. Medicare premiums. If you are enrolled in Medicare Part B, which covers doctor visits, outpatient care, and preventive services, your monthly premium is deducted directly from your Social Security payment before it hits your bank account. For 2025, the standard Medicare Part B premium is $185 per month. That is an increase from last year. So here's what that means in practical terms. If your gross Social Security benefit is $1,800 per month and your Part B premium is $185 per month, then the net amount hitting your account is $1,750 per month. For many people, this deduction explains why their take-home Social Security payment feels smaller than what their official benefit letter says. This is not a mistake. This is not money being taken unfairly. It is the Medicare premium being withheld at the source. But here is why April is especially important for this. The COLA increase of 2.5% was designed in part to help offset rising costs, including rising Medicare premiums. If your COLA increase is larger than your Medicare premium increase, you will see more net money in April than you did at the same time last year. If your Medicare premium went up by more than your COLA increase, you may actually see a slight decrease in your net payment, even though your gross benefit went up. This is why we always say, look at your net payment amount, not just your gross benefit letter, and compare it to what you received last April to understand the real change. All right, we have covered a lot of important information today, and I want to make sure we leave you with clear, practical steps you can take right now to protect yourself and your income. These are not complicated. They are just smart habits that every Social Security, SSDI, and SSI recipient should have. Step 1, know your exact payment date. Go back to what we covered earlier. Based on your birthday or your eligibility type, identify your specific April payment date. Write it down on your calendar. Set a reminder on your phone. Tell someone you trust. If your payment has not arrived within 3 business days of your expected date, contact the Social Security Administration immediately at 1-800-772-1213. Do not wait. Do not assume it will work itself out. Call. Step 2, review your benefit statement log into My Social Security at SSA.gov My Account, or request a paper benefit statement and verify that your payment amount reflects the 2025 COLA increase. Your gross benefit should be 2.5% higher than it was in December of last year. If it is not, call the SSA and ask for an explanation. Step 3, update your direct deposit information if needed. If you recently changed bank accounts, or if you are still receiving a paper check and want to switch to direct deposit, April is a great time to make that update. Direct deposit is safer, faster, and more reliable than paper checks. You can update your direct deposit information at ssa.gov or by calling the SSA directly. Step 4, budget for the full month. This applies especially to SSI recipients. Because SSI is paid on the first of the month, it can be tempting to spend freely in the first week and then find yourself short later in the month. Create a simple monthly budget. Prioritize rent, utilities, food, and medications first. Then manage the rest. If April's payment feels like it brings a little extra, whether from COLA increases or back pay, consider putting that extra toward an emergency fund, even a small one. Even $50 or $100 set aside can make a real difference when an unexpected expense comes up. Step 5, watch out for scams. I want to say this clearly and directly because it matters. The Social Security Administration will never call you and ask for your Social Security number over the phone. The SSA will never email you and ask for your banking information. The SSA will never threaten to suspend your benefits if you do not act immediately. If you receive a call, email, or letter like that, it is a scam. Hang up, delete it, do not respond. Report it to the SSA's Office of Inspector General at oig.ssa.gov. Scammers target Social Security recipients because they know you depend on these benefits. Do not let them win. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Before we wrap up, I want to take just a moment to speak directly to you. If you are watching this video, it is probably because someone in your life depends on these benefits. Maybe that person is you. Maybe it is a parent, a spouse, a neighbor, a friend. Social Security SSDI and SSI are not handouts. They are earned benefits. They are rights. They represent years of work, years of contributions, and years of navigating a system that is not always easy to understand. You deserve clear information. You deserve honest updates. You deserve to know what is happening with your own money. That is what this channel is for. Every single video we make is designed to do one thing: make your life a little clearer and a little less stressful when it comes to your benefits. We break down complex SSA announcements. We explain payment schedules before they catch you off guard. We cover COLA changes, Medicare updates, legislative proposals, and anything else that affects your income. And we do it in plain English because that is what you deserve. So if you have not subscribed yet, please do it right now. It is free. It takes 2 seconds, and it means you will never miss an update that could affect your money or your peace of mind. Hit the bell icon too, so you get notified the moment we post a new video. And if you found this video helpful, share it. Share it with a family member. Share it in a Facebook group. Send it to a friend who receives Social Security. Because the more people who are informed, the better off our community is. This information is too important to keep to yourself. All right, let's bring everything together. Here is what you need to remember from today's video. The 2025 COLA increase of 2.5% is reflected in your April payments, meaning most recipients are receiving more money than they were this time last year. For Social Security retirement and SSDI recipients, April payment dates are April 3rd for pre-1997 recipients and those also receiving SSI, April 9th for birthdays on the 1st through 10th, April 16th for birthdays on the 11th through 20th, April 23rd for birthdays on the 21st through 31st. For SSI recipients, your April payment is scheduled to arrive on April 1st, which falls on a regular Tuesday business day this year. The maximum SSI payment for 2025 is $960 for individuals and $1,250 for couples. Some recipients may see additional money in April due to back pay, benefit adjustments, or life changes that triggered a payment increase. Medicare Part B premiums of $185 per month are deducted from Social Security payments, so review your net amount carefully. And most importantly, know your payment date, protect your information, and never fall for a Social Security scam. April is a good month for recipients. The news is largely positive, the schedule is clean, and the COLA money is there for you. You have earned it, you deserve it, and now you know exactly when and how to expect it. We will be back soon with more updates, and because things in Washington move fast, and we are going to keep making sure you stay ahead of every change. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we will see you in the next one.